Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today I will discuss with you the ayah number 71 in surat AtTawba, surah number 9. And this ayah was revealed in response to a question by Nusayba bint Ka'ab. Nusayba bint Ka'ab is a luminary in our history. She was one of the first converts to Islam. She was one of two women present at the second pledge of Aqaba, in which a total of about 75 people came from Medina to Mecca for the annual pilgrimage of the time. There were some people who were idol worshippers. At the time, Mecca was still under the control of the mushrik. But people had been coming year after year to hear the message of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, who was still in Mecca. And one year there was a group of men who came and made a pledge to Rasul ﷺ to follow his message and to obey his commands. So this year, this was called the second pledge of Aqaba, and Nusayba bint Ka'ab was one of two women present. And they pledged to Rasul ﷺ to worship none but Allah, to obey what Rasul ﷺ commanded, to spend in the way of Allah, not to fear the censure or the criticism of those who oppose them, and to protect and help Rasul ﷺ if he asked for it, and so on and so on. So she was one of the first women. When she returned to Medina, she taught the women in the city what she knew, what she had learned up to that point about Islam. During her life, she was known as a person who was knowledgeable in Quran, in Hadith. She was known for her patience, her courage, her fearlessness. And in fact, she took part in many battles, fighting side by side with men, especially in Uhud, when she was one of 10 people who surrounded Rasul ﷺ and protected him when they were actually under physical attack and his life was in danger. And she was actually stabbed during that encounter, but alhamdulillah she recovered. She was also a woman who questioned and loved Islam, but she was not afraid to ask questions. And up until this particular point in Medina, verses had been revealed, and she came to the Prophet ﷺ and asked him a question that a believer would ask. And she said, Ya Rasul, it seems up to this point, why is it seems that the Quran has been revealed primarily to men? What is in there that is for us as women? And Rasul didn't say anything. And then the following ayah was revealed. Verily, the believers, men and women, are trusting friends, awliya, one of another. They establish the prayer, they pay the zakat, they enjoin what is good, they forbid what is evil, and so on and so on. And Allah is forgiving and merciful. So we are reminded that women and men, believers, we are to work in partnership with each other in the way of Allah, to establish what is right and to forbid what is wrong. And we have that ayah revealed in response to her question. And in fact, inshallah, you will see in Surah Al-Mujadila that the first four ayahs were revealed in response to a situation brought up by another woman, Khawla bint Tha'laba. So here we have Ummara or Nusayba asking a question, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responding to her question for all humanity, for all time to come. And Umar ibn al-Khattab would always take her counsel when he became a Khalifa. We have a prime example in her. So let's remember that as brothers and sisters, we are there to work together, inshallah, to establish the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum.